Dear Diary, may the energy from this week bring many blessings to the weeks coming after. Welcome back to another week of my creative's audio and visual diary. Dear Diary, I have something great to announce to start this entry off. I'm finally reorganizing my life. So, I had been wanting to reorganize my cabinets and just the overall organization in my bathroom and walk-in closets for some time now. And a little note about me is I just don't like clutter. I don't like mess. It just comes with life sometimes with not being able to just like reorganize and clean up things immediately and having to be on the go and in a rush all the time. But I needed this to be done to clear my head because, like I said, I don't like clutter. I don't like mess. It messes with my head. It messes with my thought processes. So when I walked into my closet on this morning in particular, I said, you know what? Today has to be the day. I just felt the energy of clutter. Like all of my drawers, that hair that you saw in my bathroom earlier that day, I pulled that out of my drawers because I'm like, everything is just stuffed to capacity. Like, I just hate that energy about the space. So today absolutely had to be the day. I'm an empath and typically can feel the feelings and energy of others, but I also am like an architectural empath. Like, I can be in a space and feel like the energy is just too cluttered, it's crammed, it's not giving what it needs to give, and I'm so glad that I got to be able to rehab this space. So, of course, doing things on an anxiety attack fuel whim, I may not have all the things I need to complete the job. So I thought, okay, I'll be out the next day shopping for a couple of things to complete the Galentine's Day gifts, as well as visiting some stores that will be closing, Party City and Joanne stores specifically. So I can just run to the hair store and get some, wig heads instead of having all of my wigs crammed into a cove as they are now. And when I got to the hair store and saw they was selling those wig heads for $6 each, yes, I'm talking about the white foam ones, I said, oh no, I know I can get those cheaper. Actually, I saw them cheaper in the store recently. After roaming around Joanne Fabrics, dreaming about imaginary sewing projects, I went into TJ Maxx only to come out to a snowstorm. No, it wasn't a snowstorm, but it felt like it. I did not know it was supposed to snow, so it might as well have been a snowstorm. I do not F with the snow, and I honestly wish it would leave me alone. Side note, Taco Bell will always be that girl to me. Like, I pray that I can always fit it into my diet somehow. After straight up demolishing my two crunchy tacos original with my nacho fries because I need to dip them in the cheese, I went to go check out Party City, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sad walking up. Like, it was surreal. Like, it's not just some stores closing, the whole business is closing. Like, that's like part of my childhood. I feel like, damn, like, wow. I did, however, find a balloon for this party, this really, really cute party that I'm planning for my cousin's daughter. I found a balloon on a great discount at Party City that I grabbed because I was like, wow, I was just looking at this on Amazon for double the price yesterday. Dear Diary, I spent Friday evening doing maintenance. I laid out my outfit. I put all of my gifts together to make sure I didn't leave anything behind. But also, I got into my hair. I tried to dye my hair again to make it lighter. It did get lighter, but it did not get as light as I needed it to. So at this point, I give up. I give up. I have other wigs in the light tone, so I'm just going to give up and, transition to updating and refreshing one of those wigs because obviously this wig does not want to be honey blonde the way I desire it to be. In my pursuit to find a Black woman-owned brand recently to round out Naima's Galentine's gifts, I ran across a Black woman-owned sunglasses brand in Nordstrom, and that just goes to show why I'm going to be 10 toes down behind Nordstrom because they said we're not rolling back our DE&I. And you know what? I love that for me because I love Nordstrom. For my hair, I needed a look to complement the Fran Drescher look I was going for. So you saw my red puffer and my leopard pants. So I needed a look that was like, this definitely goes along with this look. So I went for a flip with let's just call it a very structured bang because it was structured, okay? It was in place. And I'm not gonna lie, The hairstyle was definitely giving the vintage vibes that I was going for. Like it definitely like took it up a level. And I was like, dang, I was just having a conversation in my DMs with one of my girlfriends about just hair being an art expression. And of course I know that. And ancestrally, my people have done that for, centuries since we've been around. But I was just like, wow, I've had the realization lately, especially not working under anybody. I can do what I want with my hair. I can express what I want with my hair. Like I like the sky is the limit. And if I want to cosplay as Fran or a 1940s, 50s girly with this hairstyle, I'm about to damn do it. This actually reminded me, I still need to look into what those pants that I ordered actually look like on the website because I was under the impression that they were like tights capris, that they weren't as flared out or as boot cut at the bottom, and that they were kind of like form fitting throughout. Like they weren't loose like a trouser capri. Like I need to look into that because it did not ruin the look, but I felt like the look did not 100% come across the way I wanted it to because those are the style of pants that I was expecting. Also, with expecting things that did not come through, I'm making Naima a project, and I'll definitely show it here when I make it and when it's done. But I'm making her a project that reflects the How You See Me challenge, but like an actual physical copy of it. And that was supposed to be included in her gifts, which also were late showing up. So I'm not able to give that to her this weekend, but I'll definitely follow up with getting that to her. And diary, I must say, I'm so proud of myself. I got my behind up out of here to be on time to my train, which was, I was having many anxiety attacks preparing for that. 'Cause I'm like, Janae, you're always late everywhere. You need to pay special attention to getting up out of this house to make sure that you are there on time. And I was there with a pretty good cushion. When I showed up, we were still waiting for the train gate to be announced and nobody had gone downstairs and the train had not arrived. So I think I did great. When my train arrived, of course, my bestie picked me up from the train station, and we were off to our first destination on her curated list of events for her Baltimore Galentines Day. And for our first stop, matching tattoos, which upon our arrival, we made the pleasant discovery that it was Black owned. This is art, and I believe artists very much should be compensated. But tattoos have gotten so expensive these days, haven't they? I got a very large Lola Bunny. Now, I must admit it was underpriced because I did go in on a special day, a $35 day. But I got a big behind Lola Bunny on my back for $35. This pineapple in Patrick House was $120. Wow. After eating, because we had been starving and I had not eaten anything all day, we went to JCPenney's to prepare for our shoot and we ran up on these overalls, which just so happened to be on sale. Like, go us. And we went to go do our like funny photo shoot, bestie photo shoot. And when I tell you this was the funnest experience, like it was so cute, so fun, and the pictures came out so well. What made it even better was our photographer was prepared, honey. She said that she had four of these shoots right before us, and she had everything pulled up for us to choose from, different cute and funny poses to do. And I just love that me and Naima did not have to come up with anything. I mean, we came up with one that we remembered, but like we did not have to stand there and keep coming up with stuff. Like she was like, "You want to do this? You want to do this?" We're like, "Hell yeah, let's get it done." And before she took me back to the train station, we ended our bestie day in the perfect way, watching Unrivaled. It's so funny because our bestie days are actually based off of bestie days or hangout days we had as kids. My mom would drop me off at her house at the crack of dawn or early in the morning or afternoon, and then come back and get me in the evening. And then when we started going to the malls, drop us off at the malls, or we would take the bus to the mall early in the day, walk around all day, then leave for the day. And that's just kind of like the basis of how we do things still today. We have a bunch of things on the docket. We do them. Even if we have to change things up, it still turns out beautifully and we always have the best time. Dear Diary, this was a really great week. I was still able to be very creative throughout the week. Also, be very free, do things that spark my imagination and my childhood like happiness and joy. For Sunday dinner, we decided to recreate our pizza orders from City View Pizza. For Layla, she added chicken to hers because I cook chicken thighs because our pizza is chicken, broccoli, and hot sauce. So she was like, hey, I love chicken thighs. I'm adding it to mine too. I honestly love having a hands on experience with them in the kitchen, like creating things and then creating things that we love, and then also creating things that we love that are better than the things that we are recreating. Like, that's a 10 out of 10 experience for me. Dear Diary, I'm looking forward to next week because I'm seeing some free time to get some more getting my life together tasks done. I need to push forward some really big goals, and I'm seeing some free time to accomplish that. I'm really happy about that. In Diary, I'm looking forward to taking the joy created from this week to create the motivation to create more joy for all the weeks going forward. Until next time, Diary.